I'm Sophia Razak. I'm an associate at the Lake Flato Austin office. I'm here with you at Hotel Magdalena. I was the project architect during construction. The Terrace Motor Hotel was previously on the site from the 50s, and it had some heavy timber elements that were unique and definitely an inspiration to the design team. Mass timber was thought of as something that could enhance the unique experience of the hotel.
The current owner had always envisioned recreating this time in the 1950s where there's this like beautiful outdoor mid-century lake house vibe to it. We also combined that with the 1970s feel of when Willie had this place and had the likes of Ike and Tina Turner and Dolly Parton and everyone coming and staying and playing at the Austin Opry House.
Instead of just your typical concrete ceiling that's skim-coated white in a typical hotel room, you get this warmth of the wood. The project as a whole was very aspirational in trying to be resource efficient, keeping the carbon footprint down. We have the exterior walkways, so you have single-loaded corridors, you get natural ventilation, cross-ventilation in the rooms. All of those are typically conditioned spaces, so we were, instead of spending that on air conditioning, you're spending it on this beautiful wood that we're celebrating.
Because mass timber has allowed us to use more rapidly renewable, smaller trees instead of cutting down old growth trees, it's allowed us to take some of the benefits of that generational impact that you can have with the building, but also use more sustainable practices in terms of harvesting. The obvious first consideration for us is this nexus between reducing carbon emissions as well as just the natural beauty of the wood. I like to say often that no one hugs drywall. No one goes and touches drywall, but everyone, when they see a wood column, they go and touch it. They just gravitate to it. And that's going to be passed on in terms of that building having a longer life. You can see in the Magdalena project, we chose a finish that allows the wood to age in a way that is appropriate for its natural characteristics. It doesn't need to be resealed constantly, and it's going to age really nicely over time. It's going to look like an old wood building, which has great character.
It just really feels like a place that has been here and will be here, moving forward for decades. I'm a native Austinite, and so being able to be part of a project that kind of creates a place in the middle of the city. You don't always think of a hotel that way, but you are creating public space. Anyone can walk into the courtyard and really appreciate it.
The look of awe and delight when people walk into the space there's nothing like it, yeah.
I'm very excited to work with Mass Timber moving forward. Our office as a whole, every project, we're always looking at, how can we use it in part or in whole to enhance the experience of the project.